contact and Brian Rose wins it. A photo finish at the line. Oh, we got a wreck. Will Hewitt's through the trial for the final time, and oh, they're wrecking. Big trouble. Vincent Short sneaks through, and I think Short... A 3/4 mile banked oval, USA International hosted USAR, ASA, USAC races and a variety of late model events from 1995 to its closure in 2008. Located in Lakeland, Florida, the temperate climate, coupled with its relatively long straights and tight turns, made the facility a popular year-round test track for a number of ARCA, CRA, and NASCAR teams before it was ultimately demolished in 2012. While the real USA International is a super quick 3/4 mile paved oval thanks to iRacing's talented artists and software engineers, iRacers and only iRacers can race on the virtual dirt version of the Lakeland, Florida track. With its long straights and tight but steeply banked turns, USA International requires both a strong engine and a finely tuned chassis. Poses a stern test of sim racers' ability to wheel their dirt cars around a lightning quick oval. Tonight, the GLSR Dirt Nationals. It's coming up next here on HBR TV. Once again, good evening, everyone. I'm Steve Singer with HBR TV here for tonight's, well, I guess you can call it a tape-delayed Dirt Nationals. Unable to cover the action here live on Wednesday night, so we're going to take care of it right here and now. Taking a look at practice time so far, it is the 29 machine of Luke Knupp that is fastest at a 26:10. Very quick lap times. Matt Telder at 26:13, then Diego Sainz in at 26:17, 26:20 for Ingram. Bondurant at 26:24. Again, practice just a couple of minutes shy of wrapping up here, and we're going to get right into the heats. Again, it is, of course, the GLSR Dirt Nationals presented by Downrange Transport. Certainly appreciate their support hopping on to sponsor tonight's great event. Should have 3 heats tonight. Can have as many as 5, but with the size of the field, I don't think we're going to quite need 5. Looks to be a 27 truck field this evening. Of course, race details tonight. We talked about some of it in the open. Track no longer in existence, but here forever in the scans of iRacing. Weather at the Speedway right now, 78 degrees, 55% humidity, partly cloudy skies. Track temp, albeit still dirt, 63 degrees, nice and cool. Asher Gwinzy on track. Right now the only truck on the Speedway. Likely just kind of Gently cruising around during the driver's meeting would be my guess. You know, they called it a high bank speedway, but looking at the corners, maybe it's just the dirt that's on, but it doesn't appear to be all that high bank. It might be different in the cockpit of the race cars. Squinsy gets a piece of the wall, but it looks relatively flat, honestly. So practice is over. Going to jump into heat 1 here in just a moment. It'll be 11 laps. So starting grid for the first heat is going to be Jacob Drift, Asher Gwinsey, Sam Fontaine, Josh Gagnon, Luke Simonson, Sean Petchin, Cameron Ingram, Luke Strayer, Jason Dalton, Chris Dean, Tim Abril, Tristan Lattiser. It's giving me the entire starting lineup, so that's not going to fly. So because we are on tape delay, some things will appear slightly different within the overlay. Of course, you see on the timing tower to the left, it's showing all the drivers, not just the ones within the heat. You'll get an idea here, I believe, once these drivers start rolling. It'll only show gaps with certain drivers. So it's Brandon Alphin, Matt Telder, Ben Pierce, Diego Sainz, Chris Scala, Josh Gagnon, Sam Fontaine, Steve Miles, the 8 trucks within heat number 1. Lights on the pace truck are out, so we should go to green the next time by. Again, 10 lap heats, should have 3 to start or set the field for tonight's event. One more corner, we'll see the green flag here and be underway from USA International. Pace truck leaves the racing surface. Barney the flagman with the flag in hand. We're underway. Down the backstretch for the first time, Alphin's going to take over the top spot. Matt Telder running in the second position, right where these guys started. Off turn number 4 for the first time this evening. Again, heat number 1. They're going to cross the stripe. It'll be 7 laps to go. Drivers in trouble in the middle of turns 1 and 2. One of them being Ben Pierce. The other, I think, was Trey Anderson. Maybe not. Either way, Pierce slow to get away. Steve Miles may have been the other truck in that. As you see, Trey Anderson coming into the fold here late. He'll make the 9th truck within this race. I don't know if he started from the pits or just had to take a bathroom break and was late to the truck. Either way, he's out there. Well, out front, we still got, looks like Brandon Alphin has slipped back to the 2nd spot. Matt Telder, your leader. Alphin right to the back bumper of the one truck here with 6.5 laps to go. Lost the lead to the one here, trying to get it back. Top three is Telder, Alphin, and Gagnon. All those guys riding that cushion on corner entry. Gagnon misses a little bit, slides up the track, almost gets into the wall, stays off of it. Was able to gain a little momentum out of turn number 2 in doing so. At the line, Telder crosses the stripe, puts 5 laps to go. Sounds like Telder's keeping the truck in third gear down the backstretch, keeping his foot off the bottom of the floor. It's not going wide open. Let's listen again. Yeah, still not wide open. And it sounds like it's hanging third gear depending on what kind of ratio these guys are running. Very interesting, not really getting that truck wound right out. Alphin still taking a peek to the inside, trying to take advantage, but not enough of a run. Maybe he's got him here, maybe not. Loses traction on corner exit. Meanwhile, Alphin's got company. It's Josh Gagnon trying to take that second spot away. We've got 2.5 laps to go. Gagnon up top. He's going to try and build a run off the corner again. He's up top into the groove, into the cushion. Meanwhile, Alphin on the bottom gets a little crossed up. Has to chase the truck a bit. That's going to open the door. Gagnon's going to take the second spot. Gagnon was coming in a hurry regardless, but it looks like the 21 was forced into a mistake. He's going to give the second position to Gagnon. Meanwhile, Telder going to cross the stripe here. It's going to be a lap to go the next time by. Lap and a half remaining. Barney waves the white flag. Last lap. Still, this battle continues for the second spot, though. Alphin's going to try and get it back. He's right there. See if Gagnon can hold him off here for another 3/4 of a lap. Checkered flag waves. Telder going to cross the line first. He's going to win heat number 1. Josh Gagnon, Brandon Alphin. Take a look at our results for heat number 1. It's Matt Telder, Josh Gagnon, Brandon Alphin, Sam Fontaine, Diego Sainz, Chris Scala, Trey Anderson, Ben Pierce, and Stephen Miles rounding out the field. So just like that, we're going to grid up for heat number 2. Again, we'll see if the timing tower cooperates here slightly. It was a little finicky throughout that heat, but we'll get things straightened out as things continue on. Looks like it's going to be Jacob Drift, Asher Gwinzy, Double zero of Mike Fahey to the inside. You've got the 49 truck to his outside. That's Lucas Simonson. Then it's the 12, Asher Gwinzy. The 3 truck to his outside. That's Tim Abril. And Alex Cummings, Tyler Brewy, and Luke Strayer to round out the field. We begin to roll. Again, 2 laps before we get the green flag. I think it's an 8-lap heat specifically. It says 10 to go here, but we do have 2 laps of caution before we get underway. I want to thank Whiplash Sim Cams for their sim cam setup, their custom sim cams for tonight's events. Specifically, this grid shot, this grid drone shot. Certainly appreciate their assistance with camera packs. If you got your own broadcast and you're looking for a a little more advanced camera system than what iRacing provides. Check those guys out. Whiplash Sim Cams. Find them on Facebook. They'll take care of you. Field work in the back straightaway. Gonna take the green flag the next time by. Base truck is off. Green flag waves, we're underway. We got some wheel spin there in that second row. A couple drivers getting together mid-portion of the pack. Everybody bounces off each other but continues on. Not a great way to start this one out. Can't put the power down like you can on pavement. There is dirt to deal with. These guys are learning the hard way about that. It looked like it might have been the 49 truck that didn't fire right away, or fired too hard for that matter. Get the rear end loose and guys stack up behind him. Meanwhile, Luke Knupp out in front. Keep an eye on Luke throughout tonight's races, not just here in the heat, but in the feature. He's going to be strong, tough to beat. Mike Fahey running in the second spot. Knupp scraping the right rear on the wall there. Saw the sparks fly just up ahead. He's using every inch of the racetrack and then some. Alex Cummings, the body armor number 63. Fahey in trouble just up ahead. He's going to slip back to the third spot. Not sure what happened to the 00. Had a good run out of 4. Looked real clean off turn 4. Great exit. Was able to put the power down, running definitely a different lane than the 63 of Cummings. Fahey way up top, trying to get into that cushion. A little over-rotate there off of 2. Meanwhile, Luke Knupp is just checking out. 2.5 seconds already out in front over the 63 of Alex Cummings, and that's just in a couple of laps. Across the stripe here, it's going to be 6 to go. Simonson into more trouble. Cummings way down on the bottom, trying to take the shortest distance around to get the job done. Seems to be paying off now as far as extending the gap between himself and the 0-0 of Mike Fahey. Tim Averill still in the 4th position in that number 3 truck. Loses connection for a moment. Tyler Brewer in the number 40 truck. He runs 5th. Luke Strayer challenging for that position to the inside down into turn 3. Meanwhile, the 14 of Jacob Drift drifting his way up the top of the track. Can't make it stick all the way through the corner. Can't build that run. Strayer still on the attack. Brewer into the fence again. It's going to open the door now for Strayer. Strayer's trying to keep this thing straight. We saw guys not getting all the way in the throttle down the straightaway. It seemed like Strayer might have put the hammer down a little too hard there. Was trying to keep it straight down the straightaway. Couldn't do it. Maybe a bump coming there. Al Brewer cut him some slack. Could have given him a little push. Meanwhile, Knupp out in front, and Cummings is getting a little bit closer to the action here. It's closed down the gap. Remember, it was 2.5 seconds just a few laps ago. Now it's almost half a second. I don't know if Cummings has found something or if Luke Knupp has kind of lost something, but either way, with less than 2 laps to go, these guys are close. Will Cummings mount a charge here for this top spot? We'll see. Out of turn number 4. 2, that is. Now we're in turn number 4. Last lap of heat number 2. Luke Knupp has led from the drop of the green flag. Cummings is again starting to close it down, but I don't think he's going to have enough time. He's really going to have to send it down into turn 3 if he's going to do anything with Knupp. We'll see what he does. Just ride in line or send it in deep. He goes in pretty deep. Maybe some contact coming. Nope, not quite close enough. Out of turn number 4. Looks like Luke Knupp is going to win this. Alex Cummings will be P2. Certainly ran him down. Those two will be fun to watch in the feature. So your race results for heat number 2, Luke Knupp, Alex Cummings, Mike Fahey, Tyler Brewer, Luke Strayer, Jacob Drift, Tim Averill, Asher Gwinzy, and Luke Simonson. Finishing 4 laps down. Started difficult for Luke right off the bat. Spun the tires, got in the fence. Everybody stacked up behind, and then I think he had a couple more issues throughout the course of that heat. Again, only about 8 laps to contend with, but was definitely enough for Simonson. So, final heat of the night. Coming up next. Again, while we have a chance here, let's take a look at practice results from earlier on. It appears to be Tristan Lattiser was quickest. Then it was Luke Knupp, Matt Telder, Diego Sainz, Cameron Ingram, Justin Bondurant, Sam Fontaine, Luke Daniels, Brandon Alphen, Josh Gagnon, the top 10. See the rest back down to the 18th spot and then some. Again, our final heat of the night. It's going to be Sean Petchin, Jason Dalton, Justin Bondurant, Chris Dean, Luke Daniels, Tristan Lattiser, Cameron Ingram, Brian Sutphin, Cedric Ingram. 9 truck field for heat number 3, and then we're going to get right into our feature after this. Again, ladies and gentlemen, it'll be a 2-lap formation here. We got one more time around. Next time by, we'll go under the green flag. Just got to wonder how accurate it looks here from the spectators' cam. What this place looked like back in its heyday. Again, no longer in existence. The track was scanned by iRacing to preserve it, much like North Wilkesboro Speedway, but you saw what happened with Wilkesboro. That whole project turned into something completely different from what they had expected, and now, well, we're going to run the NASCAR Cup Series All-Star race there coming up in May. Just who would have thought that would have happened? Everybody said that place was dead, along with Rockingham. We'll see what happens there, but we're here at USA International, getting ready to take the green flag on heat number 2, the GLSR Dirt Nationals. Presented by Downrange Transport. We are green down into turn number 1. Sean Petchin, Jason Dalton, and battling it out. The 11, Justin Bondurant, as per the norm, he's involved in the mix up front. Big battle out of turn number 2, but it looks like Petchin's going to take the top spot. Now the battle's for the second position. That's Dalton and Bondurant. Bondurant, the Black Monster Energy number 11 on the bottom. The 26 up top, that is Dalton. It says it's the 2. Out of turn number 2, the battle still for the second spot. Bondurant has it for now, really trying to struggle to put the power down out of turn number 2. Jason Dalton, the number 26, 2 in the timing tower. Oh, and the 26 goes around. Dalton down into turn 1. Bit of a spin, nothing significant, but it's going to cost him a ton of track position. He's going to need some mistakes to happen up ahead of him to really gain any spots out of this heat with only 7.5 laps remaining. Petchin off turn 4. He's going to put it 7 laps to go. Petchin using that cushion up top. See, track already starting to come in and change a bit. Meanwhile, Luke Daniels has moved himself up into P2, but Tristan Lattiser is trying to take that away. He had the most pace in the practice session. He was the fastest. Tristan out of Canada. I don't know if they do a bunch of dirt racing up there. Very well could be, or just experience driving in the snow. Who knows? I'm a Northeast guy myself. We get plenty of opportunity to sling our car sideways in the snow. Certainly helps with car control. Lattiser still trying to work on the 28 of Luke Daniels for that second spot with less than 5 laps to go. Meanwhile, I don't know what happened with Bondurant and Dalton earlier on in this particular heat. They've both slipped back to 8th and 9th. Petchin out with the lead. 1 second to the good over the second place running truck of Lattiser, who continues to rim ride the bottom. Guess you're not really rim riding if you're on the bottom. We'll call you the bottom feeder. 28 of Daniels. He's our rim rider right now, up into the cushion just a bit on entry to some of these corners. It's working for him. He can carry that momentum out of the turn and down the straightaway. Meanwhile, Lattiser drops it down to the bottom, short distance around. He doesn't have the speed, so to speak, compared to the 28, but if he can clear him out of the corner, might be able to make it pay. Not quite, not clear. 2 to go. Petchin running away with it still, but these two, as they battle for this position, are still kind of closing down on Petchin. It's not going to be enough, I don't think, with 1.5 laps to go. Meanwhile, Lattiser completes the pass for the second position. White flag, final lap of heat number 3. Petchin out front still. Gap shrinking between himself and Lattiser, but as we saw in the last heat, I don't think there's enough time. In this case, Lattiser, I don't think he's even close enough to make a bonsai move here. Drives it way high into this turn number 3. Let's see if he can build a run. I don't think it'll be enough. It over-rotates a bit, sends him down the racetrack. Petchin slips a little, but he's still going to take the checkered flag. He's going to win heat number 3. There you have it, folks. Heat number 3 in the books. Sean Petchin, your heat winner. Tristan Lattiser, P2. Luke Daniels, Cameron Ingram, Brian Sutphin, P5. Chris Dean is P6. 7th, Cedric Ingram, Jason Dalton, Justin Bondurant rounding out the field. So we've got a bit of a warm-up. We're going to step aside, get a break out of the way. We'll be back after this. And it looks like Millet might have won this. He did by 0.02 of a second over Brandon. That S4 guy off turn 4 for the final time sees the checkered flag. It waves. It belongs to the 315. Checkered flag. Contact and Brian Rose wins it. A photo finish at the line. Oh, we got a wreck. Will Hewitt's through the trial for the final time, and oh, they're wrecking. Big trouble. Vincent Short sneaks through, and I think Short
I would definitely recommend the Garza Law Firm to all my family and friends because I know how he's treated me. I have been playing basketball ever since I can remember. I just finished my 6-year career playing for the University of Tennessee. I feel like we're both striving to be better every day. He's always responded quickly and has always come through with whatever he said that he's going to do. The Garza Law Firm is definitely somebody you want on your team.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the virtual USA Speedway. Here tonight for the GLSR Dirt Nationals presented by Downrange Transport. Field is wrapping up a short 3-minute warm-up session. Then we'll get right into our feature. Should run about 81 laps. Currently in warm-up, surprise, surprise, Luke Knupp the fastest, 26:49. Then it's Cummings with a 58, Fontaine with a 60, then Bondurant a 61, Dalton with a 64, Diego Sainz a 69, Brewer an 80, 82 for Miles. All these guys in the top 14 below 27 seconds. Very impressive indeed. Warm-up session complete. Should get into our starting grid here in just a moment. Your starting grid for tonight's GLSR Dirt Nationals presented by Downrange Transport. On the pole position, Jacob Drift, the number 14 with ACED Racing. On the outside, it's the 12 of Asher Gwinsey. Sam Fontaine going to roll in the third spot, the number 77, with Josh Gagnon, the number 79, starting fourth. Luke Simonson's going to start from the fifth spot with Sean Petchin, the number 69, starting sixth. Seventh goes to Cameron Ingram with Luke Strayer, the number 41, starting in the eighth spot. Jason Dalton, he'll roll from the ninth position with Christine the Dean Machine, the number 48, starts 10th. Tim Abril, the 3 with Black Cat Racing, he'll roll from the 11th spot. And Tristan Lattiser, who's fast in his heat, is going to start 12th. Brian Sutphin, the number 26, starts from the 13th spot with Justin Bondurant, and so fast this season, he's going to start 14th in the number 11 Monster Energy Machine. Ben Pierce, the number 65, is going to start 15th with Diego Sainz, the 44. Gunslingers Racing starting 16th. Matt Telder in the 1's going to roll in the 17th spot with Luke Daniels, the number 28. Finally got the numbers right. Apex Sage Team 5150 starts 18th. Luke Knupp, Factory Sim Sport, starts 19th. Tyler Brewer is going to roll 20th. Trey Anderson 21st. Mike Fahey, the Lone Star Racing entry 00, will start 22nd. Brandon Alphin, the 21, starts 23rd with one race winner. Steve Miles, the 7, starts 24th. Cedric Ingram will roll 25th. Chris Scala 22nd. And Alex Cummings, the number 63, is going to start shotgun on the field in 27th position. It's your starting grid for the GLSR Dirt Nationals, presented by Downrange Transport. Going to be going green the next time by. Just looking at the way these guys are lined up here, that starting grid I think was significantly wrong. Not quite sure why, but nonetheless, Matt Telder is going to start P1, then it's Luke Knupp on his outside. And Petchin and Gagnon, the top 4, then Alex Cummings in 5th, Tristan Lattiser 6th, Brandon Alphin 7th, Fahey 8th, Luke Daniels 9th, Sam Fontaine's going to start 10th. At least got you a corrected top 10 starting order here as the pace truck gets ready to pull on off. Flag is out. Little stack up here in mid-pack. Saw that during the heats. Lap number 1 in the books. Luke Knupp still leads it. Battle for the second spot. Josh Gagnon and Matt Telder going at it. Telder on the bottom of the number 1, that blue, white, and red striped truck. Toyota Tundra TRD Pro on the bottom, then Gagnon up top, the number 79. Everybody jammed up here in the middle of the corner. Gagnon goes up the track, gets a piece of the wall. Is going to open the door for Sean Petchin. Guys are all stacked up in behind here. Pretty significantly big field tonight, especially considering you're running the NASCAR trucks. Not a lot of space. Again, running on dirt certainly makes for an exciting race. Fun to watch here mid-pack. Ladisser working his way towards the front. Up still with a 1 second advantage over the 1 of Matt Telder. Alex Cummings in the 3rd spot. No pressure out the back for him. Gagnon runs in the 4th position, right where he started. Sean Petchin runs 5th. Up 1 spot from qualifying, for the heats, I should say. Ooh, almost some contact. Ladisser and Petchin come together, but they both continue on. Just waiting for something to happen back here in this pack. You've got Petchin up top, then it's the 5. That's Cameron Ingram. 28 of Luke Daniels to the inside. Really nowhere to go when you're so packed up like this. You got to run your lane, run your line. It's hard to really sneak through in the middle and kind of make room for yourself. Kind of got to take the openings as they come. Knupp continues to lead, 1.6 seconds over Telder. That gap is increasing. Sam Fontaine, the number 77, also out of Canada. Eight laps in here from USA International Speedway. As they run, it's the 29 of Luke Knupp, then Matt Telder in the 1, Alex Cummings, Josh Gagnon, Mike Fahey, the top 5, Tristan Ladisser 6, Sean Petchin 7, Sam Fontaine 8, Cameron Ingram now 10th, Luke Daniels and him battling for those positions. Luke Daniels there, the number 28 4D Racewear truck. Underneath him, Brandon Elfin, who's fast in his heat. Daniels trying to do something with the 5 of Cameron Ingram, unable to make it pay. Tim Averill in a battle here. Averill in the 3 truck. Looks to the inside. This is on Justin Bondurant. A little bit of contact made. Bondurant slides up the racetrack, kind of used him up there, did Tim Averill. He's going to take that spot. Again, Averill in that black and white and red. Number 3 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. Out of turn 2. He'll set his sights on Trey Anderson, the number 85, the grave digger. A little over rotate for Averill. He's going to come across the track. Almost gets contacted. No incident. That was close. A little over rotation, a little oversteer, as you will. Tim Averill. Right rear getting a little hot on these trucks, only 12 laps in. Averill's got his hands full trying to keep that truck underneath. A little bit of connection issue for the 3. Down into turn 3. Yeah, Tim's struggling with the handle on that truck. He slipped back the 22nd position. Still having connection issues as well. That's not making life any easier. I really think he's got that right rear too hot. Truck's a little loose now, especially on power. You get it hung out just a bit on corner entry, but as soon as he tries to go to the gas, you see that it just steps right out on him. Very difficult to cool that down while still trying to maintain some semblance of pace. Try and get that right rear up into the cushion, some of that cooler dirt. Oh, he's going to go around here. Out of turn 2, locks it down, self-spin. Back in the throttle and continues on. Stay under the green flag. Or do we? Nope, yellow is out. Again, my apologies, timing tower kind of acting up here. It says it's our 0th caution. I've never heard of that. But this will be our first caution of the night. Self-spin by Tim Averill. Again, did not make any contact with the wall or another truck, so everybody's going to live to fight another day. But it may actually work out in his favor for the fact that he was trying to cool down that right rear tire. He had some decent pace for a while, but got things overheated and around it went. So again, to confirm, this is our first caution of the evening. Did pretty well. It was about 14 laps before we had any significant enough issue to throw the yellow. Had plenty of guys beating and banging off each other. Gives everybody a bit of a reset here. I don't see anybody hitting pit lane for a set of tires. In fact, I don't know that they even have tires allotted for tonight's event, given that it's on dirt. Maybe one set. Track is going to change significantly throughout the course of the race. Again, it'll rubber in, believe it or not. The dirt will start to take rubber, and that significantly changes the handling characteristics of the trucks. Guys may need to move up a lane, move down a lane, avoid the middle, the slick, so to speak. See how it's already starting to darken down there in the mid to lower groove. Up top, where that loose stuff is, get up there. It's a little bit cooler, too. You can cool things down. Get your truck at the right rear in that cushion up along the wall. As long as you can stay off the fence, you can rip the top a little bit, gain some speed. It's certainly a balancing act, though. It's a high wire act, if you will. If you push it a little bit too hard, you get the truck in the wall, then you tore up the right side. So pace car, pace truck, lights are off. Looks like we're going to go back to the green flag the next time by. Be lap 19 as we get back underway. Green flag waves. Nup gets a pretty good start here. Takes an advantage of 6/10 already into 1 and 2. Justin Bondurant in the 19th spot. Dirt not really his thing, but contact with the 48. That's Chris Dean. Bondurant, big time oversteer on the bottom once again. Trying to put that power down. We saw the same thing with Averill last caution. Bondurant up the racetrack, out of the low groove. Really fighting that thing. Oh, Bondurant's going to go around here in turn 4. He gets a piece of the inside wall. Drivers try to avoid. The 19 comes in, gets a piece. That's Cedric Ingram. 12 of Asher Gwinzy gets a piece of Bondurant as well. Not as bad as the 19 did, but that puts us under our second caution of the night. Again, excuse the 0 with caution up at the top. Overlay not cooperating tonight. At least we got our standings in the timing tower. So Luke Knupp got out to a big advantage again here. It was about 2.5 plus seconds since the restart. We didn't go a whole lot of laps, so you can tell Luke Knupp is certainly good on these dirt tracks. If he keeps it up like this and just keeps the nose of that number 29 Red Sim design truck nice and clean, very good possibility he could pick up a win tonight. Don't count out Tristan Lattiser, though. He's been fast all night long. He was strong in his heat, was catching the leaders throughout the late portions of that heat. As the track wears in, we'll have to watch the 23 and see if that worn track or that worn track state suits his driving style a little better than it does Luke Knupp. Just have to wait and see. Again, ladies and gentlemen, as far as the instant replay is concerned, we are running this on a tape delay. And unfortunately, the overlay software does not allow for me to use the replay and then go back live without fast forwarding all the way to the end of the replay file. So we're trying to catch things as they happen. My apologies if you don't get to see a quick replay of said events, but that's unfortunately the hands we are dealt. Just glad we're able to get this broadcast in at some point. Again, typically Wednesday nights, the standard schedule for Black Horizon Truck Series events. Just keep your eyes peeled for next Wednesday on the 15th. Black Horizon Truck Series rolls into Atlanta Motor Speedway for 120 laps. You turn in here to HBR TV and follow all of the action. Should be live this week, no tape delay. Pace truck lights off, field formed up 2 by 2. Another double file restart as we get ready to go back to the green flag. Lap 25 to go on the board. Green is in the air. Luke Knupp with another good restart. Tristan Lattiser right there. So is Alex Cummings, though, right on the tailgate of the 23s. They work down into turns 1 and 2. The one, Matt Telder, is going to take advantage. He's going to get 2 spots in the first 2 corners. Petchin and Gagnon contact there down the backstretch. Another lap led for Luke Knupp. These guys are just going nuts. Great racing here at USA International. Luke Simonson still giving it all he's got. Had some struggles big time in the heats. Right off from the drop of the green flag. He's got some damage even currently, but he's out there still trucking. Literally. Now the trucks, I don't know, the series gets a little flack about running these trucks on dirt, especially at Bristol Motor Speedway. It's a whole different conversation. I think they do put on a good show on the dirt, even here in iRacing. Interesting track selection for the trucks to run here at USA International, but so far I like it. It's been fun to watch. Simonson there still running in the 22nd spot, the inside of the 22 Escala. Out of turn 4. Oh, slides up, contact with Scala. Scala goes around. I think that's going to put us under caution again. It is. So third caution of the night. That's going to be between Luke Simonson and Chris Scala. Contact out of 4. Or was it 4? Maybe it was 2, but either way, they came together. Around goes Scala. Simonson continues on. It didn't look intentional to me at all, but Sometimes it's hard to tell here in the dirt. These guys are slipping and sliding as much as they are. So at the line, it's going to be lap 30 up on the board. It gives us 52 to run here tonight. 52 remaining. Nupp has led, I think, every lap from the drop of the initial green flag. Matt Telder runs second, where he started. Alex Cummings runs third, where he started. Tristan Lattiser up 8 spots in fourth. Josh Gagnon runs fifth. Mike Fahey sixth. Sam Fontaine, P7. Sean Petchin is 8th. 9th is Luke Daniels. 10th, Brandon Alphin. So just like that, the lights on the iRacing official pace truck are off, which means next time by we go back to the green flag. It'll be lap 32. So 50 laps to go at the line. So here we go. Nupp is going to restart from the outside. I think that's by choice. Telder's going to take the bottom. Nupp has control. He's in the throttle. A great restart for the 29. He's off and running already. 4/10 plus into turn one is the advantage. Meanwhile, for second spot, Lattiser and Telder going at it. Ooh, contact. Christine and Bondurant. Looks like Anderson's around as well. Puts us under caution right away into turns 1 and 2. So here we are in our 4th caution of the night. We're going to step aside quick and get a break out of the way. We're going to go side by side just in case. And we'll be back after this.
I would definitely recommend the Garza Law Firm to all my family and friends because I know how he's treated me. I have been playing basketball ever since I can remember. I just finished my 6-year career playing for the University of Tennessee. I feel like we're both striving to be better every day. He's always responded quickly and has always come through with whatever he said that he's going to do. The Garza Law Firm is definitely somebody you want on your team.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Back at USA Speedway, opting for a single file restart now. Pace truck is down pit lane. Green is in the air. We're back underway. Up with another good start. Half a second down into one. Telder second. Cummings now third. Lattiser fourth. Race admin's opting for a single file restart this time. Hopefully spread guys out just a bit, give everybody a little more room, get some green flag racing in. Side by side here at the start finish line, it's Cummings, the 63, that pink body armor truck, and then up top it's the 23, that's Tristan Lattiser. Lattiser switching things up. We saw him run that ultra bottom lane in the heats. Now he's topside, carrying that advantage down the straightaway. Mike Fahey, the 00, he slides topside. Strong night so far for Fahey, up in the top 5. He's got the 77 of Sam Fontaine challenging, again taking the low side. So one thing that's fun about dirt racing is there's so many different avenues a driver can take advantage of, whether it's the top side, the middle, way down low to try and be fast. And a lot of it's all based on driving style. Does he want to be hung out? Does he want to carry momentum? Does he want to be short tracking it down the bottom? Combination of A and B up the middle. Again, a lot of that all dependent on track conditions, how much the track is slicked off. Up front though, Telder is closing down the gap a bit on Nupp. I don't know if Nupp's just saving his stuff, but Telder right there in that one truck. Nice and smooth. Nupp does look very smooth through these corners. Car's in the wall. Ben Pierce into it. Luke Strayer to the bottom. Pierce riding the wall. Strayer up top. Big run for Pierce into the corner. Looks like Strayer's going to check out here just a bit. Both drivers running the top side, up in the cushion. This battle would be for position. Strayer's got 16th. Pierce wants it. Strayer looked real smooth out of 4 there. Meanwhile, out front, Luke Nupp still with the lead, closing in some lap traffic. It's the 14 machine. That's Jacob Drift. Guys are just clipping that inside grass down into turn number 1. Nupp has made a killing doing just that. See how well he can exit turn 2. Stretches the advantage over Telder about 0.6 of a second. And I think we have caution again. Luke Strayer possibly involved in this as well. Yes, indeed, with Chris Dean as well. He is involved in this. Our caution is out once again. I think this is the 5th one of the day, unless I've lost count completely. Heavy right side damage to the 65 truck of Ben Pierce. Same can be said for the 41 of Luke Strayer. One form or another, these drivers have gotten together. Strayer's got damage on all 4 corners of that truck. He's had a rough night. So caution number 5 on the night. Taking a look at our running order, it's still Luke Knupp in front. Been there all night long. Won his heat, hasn't looked back since. Matt Telder runs second, Tristan Lattiser third. Alex Cummings, Mike Fahey, the top 5, then Sam Fontaine, Josh Gagnon, Luke Daniels, Brandon Alphin, and Sean Petchin, the top 10. Then it's 11th, Cameron Ingram, Brian Sutphin 12th, Diego Sainz 13th, Jason Dalton 14th, Tyler Brewer 15th. Steve Miles, Trey Anderson, Lucas Simonson, Luke Strayer, Asher Gwinsey, the top 20. Pace truck about to pull off. Get back underway here to be lap 48. Another half a lap here to green. Field now side by side for another double file restart, and we've got guys making contact on the backstretch under yellow still. Ironically, in my experience, these trucks are hardest to drive on dirt under yellow. So they're not set up to go straight. Pace truck is off. See if Knupp gets another good restart. He's in it again, and he does. Not a big advantage this time, but he does go out in front of Telder. This time, 10th and a half contact between Telder and Knupp. More contact back in the pack. That's between the 44 and then the 26/2, Jason Dalton. Diego Sainz in the 44. They come together here, puts us under caution right away. Pace truck closing in. So caution number 6 on the night. Lap 48, now 49. We're going to jump out, get another break out of the way, and we'll be back after this.
I would definitely recommend the Garza Law Firm to all my family and friends because I know how he's treated me. I have been playing basketball ever since I can remember. I just finished my 6-year career playing for the University of Tennessee. I feel like we're both striving to be better every day. He's always responded quickly and has always come through with whatever he said that he's going to do. The Garza Law Firm is definitely somebody you want on your team.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Checkered flag. Contact and Brian Rose wins it. A photo finish at the line. Oh, we got a wreck. Will Hewitt's through the trial for the final time, and oh, they're wrecking. Big trouble. Vincent Short sneaks through, and I think Short... Welcome back to USA International Speedway. Lap 52 about to go on the board. Pace truck lights are back on. Looks like we were going to be going back to green this time by, but we're going to go an extra lap and a wave around or a lucky dog that we had to get applied. I think it might have been the 22 truck of Chris Scala. Indeed it was, as he continues to work to catch the field here as we get ready to go back to the green flag. And we're going to go another lap. Interesting. Pace truck had already pulled off. Barney had the flag in hand. Not sure if we're waiting on the pace truck again here. I think technically this puts us still under our 6th caution. I don't think this is an additional caution. This is just an extension. Yeah, here comes the pace truck again. Hopefully we can get things caught up here. Series director's just trying to get the order right, I believe. Or maybe they were switching it to single file. It's hard to say right now. It looks like it's switched to single file, which is good. It seemed to help things the last time we did it. See if it helps this time. All right, pace truck is off. Let's try this again. Barney with the flag. Back under green. We're good to go. Up with another great jump down into 1 and 2. Telder on the bottom, Cummings up top, so is Tristan Lattiser. Lattiser runs 4th, Fahey runs 5th. Fahey way up the racetrack, catching the right rear of the wall. Fahey on a tear. Oh, Mike Fahey down to the bottom, catches the 77, continues on, but no, Gagnon runs into him, turns the 00. We're under caution once again. 7th yellow of the night. Maybe some frustration from Luke Knupp, just wants to run here. It's like couple laps, caution, couple laps, caution. Sits behind the iRacing official pace truck once again, now for the 7th time this evening. Mike Fahey getting into the 77 of Fontaine, gets him a little crossed up, but then the 79 of Gagnon comes in and cleans him out. I've still yet to see anyone take the opportunity to hit pit lane for tires. I see Chris Scala was in the pits. I don't know if that was for repairs and or tires. It's hard to say. All they get is a time. But definitely no one up in the top 18 trucks. None of them have seen pit lane, so still on the tires that we started tonight with. Of course, we've had a bunch of cautions, so tire wear may not be as big of an issue, but tire temperatures might be playing a factor right now. Track conditions certainly changing throughout the course of the night. So let's try it again here. Pace truck lights are off. We're going to go back to the green flag the next time by. It'll be lap, well, 23 to go. Back to green. Knupp still with the lead. Telder is really his best competition here. I'd love to see a long run get in here tonight and see if he can catch and run down enough, maybe take the lead away. We'll see what happens. Alex Cummings in the third spot. He seems awful fast as well. Mike Fahey, after running up in the top 5, is mired back in that 17th position. In behind Josh Gagnon, that's who made contact with the 00 when he got crossed up with the 77 of Fontaine. Cedric Ingram not having a great night, running back in the 25th spot. 49, Simonson there in behind. Not for position, it appears. Oh, the 19 slows. Heard something let go, it might have lost an engine. 22, Scala gets into him, the 12 spins. This is all trying to avoid the slow truck of the number 19. That's Cedric Ingram. Seems like he had a failure. We're under caution once again here. Looks like mechanical issues for the 19 triggered some spins from drivers trying to avoid. Got 18 laps to go. This is caution number 8 on the night. $17 laps to go. I'm not sure if we're going to go single file restart this time by or not. Again, we're closing in on the completion of this event. Had some long green flag run early on. I think we went, I don't know, about 10, 15 laps or so without issue. But since then, it's been a yellow about every 5 to 7, if not less. Again, a lot of these drivers, not necessarily dirt drivers. They're coming in here with experience on asphalt. Could certainly be a challenge. Doing all that they can. Certainly Luke Knupp not having any problems tonight. Out front, leading every lap so far. Again, disregard the number of cautions in the top. I think we're on our 8th one. Timing tower, the overlay not cooperating once again. Lights on the pace truck are off, so half a lap to green. Be 15 to go when we cross the stripe. Hard left turn for the pace truck, waiting on the green flag. We're back underway. Another good jump for Knupp, but Telder's learning. So is Alex Cummings. He gets to the inside of the one truck for the second position. Sam Fontaine trying to follow him through. Cummings doesn't have it finished off just yet. Telder maintains the second spot. Battle back in the pack is between Chris Scala, Chris Dean. These two got together earlier on tonight as well. Back in the pack, but they're battling hard for it. Scala loose off the corner, contact with the 48, around he goes, under caution once again. So 13 laps to go. We'll be right back. And it looks like Millet might have won this. He did by 2/100ths of a second over Brandon. That S4 guy off turn 4 for the final time sees the checkered flag. It waves. It belongs to the 315. Checkered flag. Contact and Brian Rose wins it. A photo finish at the line. Oh, we got a wreck. Will Hewitt's through the trial for the final time, and oh, they're wrecking. Big trouble. Vincent Short sneaks through, and I think Short. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to USA International Speedway for the GLSR Dirt Nationals presented by Downrange Transport. Closing in on the conclusion here, about 10 laps remain. Under the caution flag once again here for Chris Scala and Chris Dean coming together. Lights are off atop the iRacing pace truck, so another half a lap to green. Will be 10 to go when we cross the stripe. I say stripe, but you can't really see it. It's under all that dirt. Trust me, it's there. Pace truck down pit lane. Let's try it again. 10 laps to go from USA. Trouble in the back of the pack. Guys get through it. Nope, the 85 to Anderson goes around. Under caution once again. Haven't even turned the lights off on the tower here. Anderson gonna get turned back around here, get back in this, hopefully before the pace truck goes on around. He does. Up, still in the throttle, trying to catch up to the pace truck. Again, 9 laps to go, gonna be 8 to go the next time by. We're getting there. Coming to 7 laps to go. Luke Knupp still your race leader. Then it's Matt Telder, Alex Cummings, Sam Fontaine, Tristan Lattiser. That's the top 5. 6, we've got Luke Daniels. Then it's Brandon Alphin, Sean Petchin, Diego Sainz, Josh Gagnon, your top 10. Mike Fahey has worked his way back up into the 11th spot after a spin. Going to get the green flag with 6 laps to go. and going to go single file restart once again. Again, race admin's trying to clean things up just a bit, trying to get this race to run under green for more than a handful of laps. Pace truck going to peel off. Nupp's going to get a good jump here, being single file and all. Cummings goes to the bottom, tries to get in there. Telder slams the door shut. Battle for the 9th spot. Oh, Diego Sainz gets into Petchin, turns the 69 truck in traffic. Many drivers involved in this one. Caution on the speedway again. Mike Fahey gets a piece of that. Tough break for Fahey as he was starting to work his way back into the top 10. So I think this technically puts us into green-white checkered territory. This race initially scheduled, I believe, for less than 81 laps. I think 81 was the completed number. So this is technically going to be overtime for these drivers. Guess we're coming to 4 laps to go. I think we'll get the 1 to go the next time by. Again, it is the GLSR Dirt Nationals presented by Downrange Transport. Certainly thank them for jumping on board and sponsoring tonight's race. Race very close to its final moments. Field pacing the backstretch here. 3.5 laps remain. They're going to get to the white flag. No, white flag starter stand here. It'll be 3 to go. Get on board with Luke Knupp. Base truck lights on, so we should see them go out as he crosses the line. Keep an eye on that. There it is. Pace truck lights off. It's been a very impressive night regardless of the cautions for Luke Knupp. He's been out front since the drop of the green flag. He's had to endure multiple restarts. And again, Matt Telder, no slouch. He's been right there and getting better every time. We'll see if he can hold him off here for a couple more laps. Pace truck is off. Let's get her done. Let's try it again here. Green flag in the air. 2 laps to go. Up, down into 1 and 2. Good advantage. Half a second, that is, over the 1 truck of Telder. Meanwhile, Telder, he's got a mirror full of the 63 of Alex Cummings down the backstretch. Knupp well in hand. Doesn't have to worry about it, especially with these two battling for the 2nd spot. Out of turn 4. Knupp's going to look for the white flag. It is in the air. Final lap from USA Speedway. Telder's got it pretty much wrapped up for 2nd, but Cummings is trying to build a run down the backstretch. It's going to be a big one. We'll see what he can do one more time down into turn number 3. Meanwhile, out of turn number 4, Luke Knupp, dominating performance tonight. He takes the checkered flag and wins the GLSR Dirt Nationals, presented by Downrange Transport. Luke Knupp, your race winner. Matt Telder, P2. Alex Cummings, 3rd. Sam Fontaine, 4th. Tristan Lattiser, 5th. Good run by both Canadians. 6th, Brandon Alphin. Luke Daniels, 7th. Mike Fahey, 8th. Brandon Sutphin, 9th. 10th, Cameron Ingram. So fireworks go off in turn 3. Very happy happy, looting up. Just going to spin his way into victory circle there. No smoke show, but plenty of dirt flying for looting up. Very happy man behind the wheel, that number 29. So that's going to wrap it up for us here at USA International. Let's take a look at our official race results, or somewhat official race results. May have been some changes to the lineup post-race with admin reviews and the like. But let's take a look at it. No interviews for our top three as we are tape delayed, unfortunately, but we'll be back live here Wednesday, so tune in for that. Luke Knupp, of course, your race winner. Matt Telder, P2. Alex Cummings was third. Sam Fontaine finished in P4. Tristan Lattiser was fifth. Brandon Alphin was sixth. Luke Daniels, P7. Mike Fahey still battled back into the top 10, finished eighth. Brian Sutphin was P9. Cameron Ingram brought it home in the 10th spot. 11th was Josh Gagnon. 12th went to Tyler Brewer. Ben Pierce was 13th. Chris Scala 14th. Jason Dalton was 15th. Lucas Simonson, after a rough night, still brought it home 16th. Sean Petchin was 17th. Chris Dean, the Dean Machine, was 18th. Jacob Drift, 19th. Trey Anderson was 20th. Diego Sainz, 21st. Asher Gwinzy, 22nd. Steve Miles was 23rd. Luke Strayer, 24th. Cendric Ingram was 25th. Justin Bondurant, last but not least, Tim Abril in 27th. Bondurant, a 26th place finish, 60 laps down out of this one awfully early tonight. Certainly not the performance you expect to see out of the 11, but dirt maybe just not his forte. Certainly going to be a contender next week at Atlanta Motor Speedway. I'm not sure exactly if we're running the old layout or the new one. Let me just verify that quickly if possible. Yes, it is the new layout. So very much like a super speedway type race next week. They're not running restrictor plates per se, but it's going to be a fun one. Lots of drafting, lots of close quarters battles. Make sure you tune into it, guys. Wednesday, we'll get the stream link get posted up here as soon as it becomes available, so you guys can follow us along and watch the race with us live on HBR TV Wednesday evening. If you haven't already done so, please like, follow, share, and subscribe. HBR TV, that's youtube.com/@symbol, the letters HBR TV and the number 1. Also on the Facebook side, facebook.com/HBR TV1. The stream links will get posted there, as well as some occasional posts throughout the week. Don't worry, we won't blow up your notifications. We're not doing too much over there as far as that is concerned. Thank you guys all for watching and tuning in tonight. It was a fun one. Wish we could have seen some more green flag racing, but it is what it is. Sometimes that's just the way it goes. Next week could be complete opposite. We could run green to checker without a yellow. I doubt that. We're going to be drafting. So we'll see what happens. Either way, it's going to be exciting. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great night.